Hello friends, I am the student of BSc MLT. So now I will teach you about the subjects in first year BSc MLT. So we will see about the lesson blood, which is in the physiology. So blood is a fluid connective tissue. It is present in the circulatory system and derived from the mesoderm. So fluid connective tissues, we will all of you know that connective tissue means it gives an internal support and the protecting. So blood is in a fluid, so it is called as a fluid connective tissue. It is present in the circulatory system and derived from the mesoderm, and it is also known as a fluid of growth because it carried nutritive substance from the digestive systems and hormones from the endocrine gland to the all tissue. So fluid of growth, so blood carries nutritive substance like vitamins, minerals, fatty acid. So these are carried from the digestive system and hormones from the endocrine gland to the all tissue, and it is also known as a fluid of health because it protects the body against the disease. So fluid of health means so when the viruses and bacteria are entering into our body, so number of white blood cells increases like neutrophils, monocytes. So these neutrophils, monocytes, we will learn in this lesson only. So these white blood cells increases and act against the disease. So it is also known as a fluid of health. So blood is a fluid connective tissue, fluid of growth, fluid of health. And properties of blood, in the properties of blood we have the color, volume, pH of blood, specific gravity, viscosity, taste, temperature, mass. So color, we will all of you know that the color of the blood is red. So it is red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin. And we will see in arteries and veins. So arteries are bright red in color and veins are dark red in color. So the volume of the blood in adults is around 5 liters, and in newborn baby is 450 ml, and in the children it is 85 ml per kg. And we will see that females have lower blood volume than the males. So the blood volume is also expressed in relation to blood surface area. It is 2.8 L per meter square. So pH of blood, blood is slightly alkaline and its normal value is 7.4, and specific gravity is 1055 to 1060, and the viscosity of the blood is, it is 4 to 5 times more viscous that of water. So because it contains due to red blood cells and plasma proteins. And the taste of the blood is salty, means the blood doesn't contain any taste, but it is salty. And the temperature is 38 degrees centigrade, and the mass of the blood is 8% of the body mass. So we will see the functions of the blood. So functions of the blood, we have 9 functions in our blood, so we will see about them. So first one is transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, it is respiratory function. And supply of nutrition to various tissue, it is nutritive function. Transport of waste product, it is excretory function. Transport of hormones, vitamins and drugs. And next, maintenance of acid base, and regulation of body temperature, and protect against the infections, and helps in the blood clotting, it is defensive function. And the storage function. So we will see the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, respiratory function. So in respiratory function, the blood helps in the transport of oxygen from the lungs to the tissue, and the carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lungs. So the blood helps in transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So see here, it is helping. So from the blood capillaries to the tissues, O2 and CO2 are transforming. So it is helps in the transformation of O2 and CO2. And the supply of nutrition of various tissue, it is nutritive function. So blood supplies absorbed food materials from gastrointestinal tract to the tissue, so it is known as a nutritive function. And the excretory function, so in excretory function, waste products such as urea, uric acid and histamine are transported by the blood to the kidneys and other excretory organs. So it is known as an excretory function. So see here, nutritive functions and excretory functions. So nutrients and transporting and waste products are absorbing. This is the nutritive function and excretory function. And the transport of hormones, vitamins, drugs and chemicals. So in this blood is a such substance like hormones, drugs are transported from one part of the body to another part. So it is known as a transport of hormones, vitamins and drugs and chemicals. And the maintenance of acid base. So blood has various buffers such maintains the acid base balance. So it maintains perfect acid base balance. So it is known as a acid base balance. And the regulation of body temperature. So blood distributes the heat generated at the particular organ to the all parts of the body. So it is known as a regulation of the body. And and another function is protect against infections. So like leukocytes present in the blood helps in the protecting the body against microorganisms. So when the microorganisms entering into the blood, so leukocytes helps to act against them. So like this they protect against the infections. And the next one helps in blood clotting. It is a defensive function. So like blood forms a clot during injury, preventing blood loss. So when we occur injury, so our blood clotting occurs more. So it prevents the loss of blood. So it form a clot. So like that it helps in the clotting of the blood. And the storage. So in storage function, blood is storage house for water, electrolytes and nutrition. So it stores water, electrolytes and nutrition, and it utilizes where it is needed. So see here, nutritive and excretory function, respiratory function and transport of hormones and enzymes. So these are the transporting to various organs, tissues. And regulation of water acid base balance, it maintains perfect acid base balance. So body temperature, it also maintains the body temperature. So body temperature generate heat is maintained. So heat loss, heat is maintained in particular function. So next we will see the blood volume. So blood volume, so in this we have variation. So blood volume varies with size of the individual. So it has an individual variation according to the size. And the greater the size, the greater the blood volume. Blood volume increases during pregnancy, after males and high altitude. It decreases on prolonged standing. So if the greater the size, the greater the blood volume. And the blood volume increases during the pregnancy and higher latitude. So we will know these all points. And it decreases in prolonged standing. And physiological variation, we see physiological variation. Blood volume increases in polycythemia and cardiac failure. Polycythemia means blood cancer patients, like this. In blood cancer patients and the cardiac failure, the blood volume increases and it decreases during the hemorrhage, burns, vomiting and diarrhea. Means hemorrhage means escape blood from ruptured bloods. So like this it physiological variations are occurring. And determination, blood volume is determined by measuring plasma volume and cell volume separately. So we have two methods to determine the blood volume. One is the cell volume and the one is the plasma volume. So by calculating the volume of formed elements. So these are the blood volume. So it is the first topic, introduction of the blood and the functions of the bloods and the blood volume. In next class we will see the plasma. So thank you friends, please subscribe my channel and like the videos. Thank you.